Billy up to the bar, barflies, and have a drink with me. My name is Kellen, and this is the Midwestern Barfly Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining back into the program. I am glad to have you here. It is the 5th episode of the Midwestern Barfly Gazette Podcast, or the Midwestern Barfly Podcast. Don't know why I threw Gazette in there. Anyway, hope you all are having a great day so far. Me, on the other hand, it is a fucking scorcher out here in the Midwest. It is another hot day, just like last week when I recorded this. I was told that it hit about 100 around here. That is before the heat index. Heat index hit 105, and I just sweat at all parts of the day. Like, I am currently recording this in my boxers. That is how just garbage this weather is. Like I said last week, felt like Satan's nuts were sitting on our faces, and I'll tell you what, they are back, and they are salty as ever. This is just disgusting. But enough about Satan's nuts. We need to get into the show, but before we do, as always, this show is sponsored by the Midwestern Barfly Gazette shop. That is right, that is our merch store. And we sell anything from t-shirts to hoodies. We got sandals in now. We even got beer glasses in too. Those are pretty cool. I'm drinking out of one of those as we speak. So make sure to go check it out. We have a great line of stuff. Something for any beer drinking bar lover to enjoy. And I hope you all enjoy this new episode of the podcast. And we have a doozy of a show for you. So let's start off with this topic here. Alrighty, the first segment to start off this show. We are going to talk about how I have old people feet. Now I know that's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird topic, and the people with foot fetishes that are listening to this are probably loving this. This is probably audio porn to them. But I thought it was a funny story, so I'm going to roll with it. So just last week, I visited a podiatrist for the first time because, as many of you may know, I'm a large dude. I'm 6'4", got a couple pounds on me. Few pounds, rather. I don't know. Don't want to call myself fat when I'm not. But anyway. So my foot was hurting for a while. It was feeling it. Like the right three toes, the little one to the middle one, were really hurting. Anytime I squeezed them together, they would crack. Like I had pain on top of my foot, on top of my ankle, this, that, whatever. So I finally went into a podiatrist, and there wasn't really that much pain anymore. So I was like, I just want to make sure nothing's broken or anything. And this guy's diagnosis just basically led to old people feet. He even used, to me saying old people feet, he even used the phrase, "You are too young to be having these problems." Now, when a doctorate of medicine, or whatever the phrase is, I was trying to sound fancy, I guess I didn't. When somebody tells you that, that's kind of a red flag. Not a red flag, but like it's kind of perks your ears up a little bit. So he told me this, and apparently I have like clubbing toes. The fronts of my feet are fucked up. My right foot's got a fucked up tendon. Just not a great scene. And it makes sense because I'm a big dude, like stand on my feet all day for work, so it happens. But I just wasn't expecting it. So to remedy this situation, oh boy, he told me I had to go out and buy insoles for my shoes, which I was okay with. Like, younger people have insoles. Younger people fucked up their feet, like, because they've messed up bones, this, that, whatever. So I wasn't mad about that. Then he said I had to get a roller for my foot. That little more out there. Like, again, I don't see a lot of younger people using rollers and whatnot for their feet. I mean, granted, there are people that work out a lot more that need to stretch out those muscles. And again, back to the people with broken foots and whatnot. But I let that slide. Then he also told me I have to wear sandals and and or slippers around the house from now on. I can't go barefoot because it puts too much pressure on my feet. That kind of fucked me up. And not in a serious way, but it's like, as soon as he told me that, I just picture this 80-year-old guy with, like, you know what I'm talking about, the long, like, mid-calf socks, like, with the Nike logo, and they're just, like, perfectly white, and he's wearing the old man slippers to go get the mail, and it just made me feel old, and I'm not fucking old. I'm 28, damn it. Like, and when that's the first picture that goes in my head, it's all going downhill. And that was the start of the downhill turn, because this next part, he gave me one of those sheets of paper that had old people workouts on it. And I'm not trying to make fun of old people. I'm just doing this, like, obviously this is for comedic effect. But if you think about it, the workouts on this sheet, it wasn't, if you saw these workouts, you would see that they were old people workouts. I mean, one of them, I have one foot probably a step and a half in front of the other. I push against a wall, and I act like I'm pushing the wall to help stretch my calf. Like, no lifting weights, no nothing, just a stretch. Now, granted, stretching is good for you, but it was just the thought and the feeling of holding that piece of paper and him saying you need to do these stretches every day to help with your ligaments and whatnot. That just sent me over the fucking edge. I wasn't mad at him because he's just doing his job, and what he gave to me has been helping. But it's just the thought of, I'm currently on the wrong side of this thing called life. Stuff's breaking down left and right. I didn't get the insurance plan, any of that shit. This is ridiculous. Like, I should not be having old people feet right now. But I guess that is what it is. And I'm sorry if this segment was boring. I just thought it was fucking hilarious. But it was a sight just to behold. And and I hope I never have, well, I will have to, but I hope not until I hit 40 will I have to experience something like that again. Because holy shit. Alright, next segment we got going. And I kind of feel bad talking about it, but it just falls right in the wheelhouse for this website. Our very own President of the United States, Joseph Biden, just took a spill off of his bicycle this past weekend in whatever fancy fucking city he was riding his bike in. If you didn't see the video, he basically, and I implore you to see the video, it's freaking hilarious, but I can't really say that, and I'll explain why. He pulls up to a group of people, which I'm going to call a photo op, because there were just a shit ton of people with cameras out, phones, this, that, whatever. He stops his bike, tries to get off, and he just takes an absolute spill to the ground. Just absolutely just falls right to the pavement. Good for him. He got up and started going. Crazy old bastard. But it was a pretty interesting sight to see. Now, why did I say that I can't laugh at this and whatnot just then? It's because when talking about this, a topic like this, and with politics, it's a lose-lose for everyone. It's a lose-lose because you can never impress or appease or whatever the word is, either side of the aisle. And that's why I do my best, and we do our best to keep politics off this website, because it's just not fun anymore when you put politics into this shit. Like, it's just not fun. Now, granted, like, this story, politics makes its way into stuff, but I don't really like it, and here's why. Take this story, for example. Let's say I just keep laughing, making fun of Biden, this, that, whatever, making jokes. People on the far left will probably spin this and start calling me a piece of shit that makes fun of old people injuring themselves, this, that, whatever, and call me an asshole, call me a despicable human being, and nobody wants that. I'm none of those things. I just like to have a good time, and I laugh at things that are funny. If the guy's okay, I'll laugh. If the guy was seriously hurt, I wouldn't have commented on this. But then if I don't make fun of him too much, you're going to have folks on the right that are going to say things like, I'm a big old pussy, I'm a snowflake, let's go Brandon. Also call me a piece of shit probably. And that's not fun either, because regardless of what side it is, they're both fucking annoying. Like, I don't care what your opinion is. It's a story that minutely has to do with politics. And the fact that I have to toe some line to keep my sanity so people on either side aren't flooding the replies and the comments with this crap is ridiculous. And the fact I have to toe the line so that this website doesn't turn right or left, it's stupid. Because I want this to be a good time. I don't want this website to be considered Democratic or Republican or whatnot. I'm not even smart enough to know the names of this shit. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Secret Service. You need to do a better fucking job with that, man. Men, women, whatever. Organization. Like, you need a better job. Do a better job with these bike rides. I mean, invest in some training wheels at least. Like, get the heavy duty maxi training wheels with the big like tires and whatnot. Keep them sturdy on that thing. You can also go the bubble boy route, where you get a big bubble like Jake Gyllenhaal did in that movie, where if he falls, he just bounces right back up. Like just anything to keep the guy on the straight and narrow. Because multiple falls like that, not a good look. Not a good look, pal. Or any falls like that, not a good look, pal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the final segment of this show, I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be considered a podcasting sin or whatnot. And any podcaster that's listening to this is probably going to freak out, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, this past week, I found this, I don't know what to call it, stupid fucking idea. It's called the double-decker airplane seats. It's been going around social media. Now, obviously, I know airplane seat rumors and whatnot have shown up every year of like different designs and whatnot that airplanes and airlines have been toying with, or people have been making up to try to fit more sardines into their aircraft. Sardines meaning humans. And this newest one just made me think, what fucking idiot would do this? So if you haven't seen it, basically what it is there's one set of seats, and it's just the cushions. The cushions are basically on the ground. And then you have the back of the seat going upward at almost a 60, 65 degree angle. I don't know math or geometry or whatnot. And it looks like one of those, those gaming rocker chairs that kids use? Like, I had one as a kid where, it was basically like the shape of a chair, and you put it on the ground, and the kid could rock back and forth as they play video games. Basically that, but shittier. And then you have another set of seats, but it's on a metal frame, and it's up 2 feet in the air. Or it's up 2 feet from these first set of seats, from the bottom deck. And this set, unless I couldn't see it in the picture, didn't have any extra leg room in front. So whoever's sitting there is sitting at a 90-degree angle for their legs for their entire flight. This is the stupidest fucking thing in the entire world. Because, for one, let's take the upper deck, for example. I'm a big dude. So, if you're going to tell me, and granted, this is because I can't see past those seats, if you're going to tell me I don't have any extra leg room when I'm on a flight, we have a problem. Because any big guy that's listening to this, you know that you need as much room as possible when you're going anywhere. Vacation, business, doesn't matter. Because, if you take me, for example, If I'm ever on a flight, I'm 6'4". If I'm ever on a flight, you're going to see me with one leg out in the aisle stretch as much as possible until somebody's coming, because you don't want the fucking drink cart clipping your shit. And then my other leg is underneath the seat in front of me, but at a weird angle, so that it's still comfortable, but I can get my whole leg as far as possible. Because if I keep it straight up, where the toes are pointing straight up, it's not going anywhere. It's going to get stuck midway underneath the seat, and it's just going to look stupid. So basically, the top seat's fucked. Then the bottom one, if you're sitting down there, you're going to take fart rockets all the way to your destination. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I wouldn't be surprised if you took, I can't even think of another funny way to say it, fart missile, we'll just go with, right to the dome within 20 minutes of takeoff. Like, you're going to, with my luck or anyone's luck, you're going to have some asshole that decided to eat Taco Bell before this flight, got those seeds, and just starts letting them rip. Just starts one every half an hour. You're going to have, to be honest, you're going to have pink eye after that flight. Doesn't matter who you are, you're going to have pink eye. But you have more leg room because you can stretch them underneath. So, which one are you taking? You taking the pink eye seats, or you taking the leg room? Or the not a lot of leg room? Me personally, I'm taking the upper deck. I will pay the extra fucking money so I'm not smelling like booty air for my entire 4-hour flight to wherever God knows I'm going. Because with my luck, it's going to be a bullshit amount of time. Give me the extra money, or take my extra money. I don't care. I'll pay into it just so I don't have to deal with that. Because that's just stupid. That's extremely stupid, and I hope to dear God it does not actually become a thing. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like it's time to wrap this up. I'd like to thank you all again for listening to the program. I hope that the topic choice was good. It's a little different there. I was trying to find some goofy shit while also making it entertaining and relatable. But you know what? We're always learning. We're always building. Next show is going to be better than the last. That's how we run things here. So thank you again so much. I hope you all had an amazing Father's Day. And I can't wait to see you for next week's episode. And don't forget, make sure to leave us a voicemail and or email with any questions that you may have. And they could be anything. Anything stupid, goofy, what-if scenarios. You could tell me something happened in your life and go, hey, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Whatever you want to do. Just make sure to leave those at our phone number and the email. They will be in the description of wherever you are listening to this podcast. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy. Take care. Love y'all.